How Kyari'S death changed permutations in Edo State. A month after the death of Malam Abba Kyari, the peace pact that he weaved between warring political actors in the state, even while carrying the novel coronavirus in his body, has died a natural death. Central to the agreement between Comrade Adams Oshiomhole and Governor Obaseki Godwin was that Obaseki be allowed a second term, while the attacks and other provocations against Oshiomhole were to cease. Part of the agreement, according to highly confidential source, was that Oshiomhole should reinstate some of those who were suspended, including the Deputy National Chairman, Senator Lawali Shuaibu, and the National Vice Chairman, Northwest, Inuwa Abdulkader. Oshiomhole had practically done all that was expected of him. The only omission was the position of Deputy National Chairman, South, which allegedly, upon the influence of the Asiwaju Bola Tinubu tendency, was left in the hands of Senator Abiola Ajimobi. Sources said that it was felt that ceding the position to Ekiti State, as demanded by the anti-Tinubu forces, would have been inimical for the increasingly piercing 2023 project of the former Lagos State governor. Obaseki, who is believed to have been an arrowhead in the campaign to remove Oshiomhole, also ceased from his efforts to undermine the national chairman following the agreement. However, a month after the death of Kyari, who was believed to be the pillar behind Obaseki, the peace pact has died with the former chief of staff. It was reflective of that the Oshiomhole camp commenced its rehearsals of its internal primary elections to determine who to pick for the internal APC primaries to confront Obaseki. In a sharp response, the Obaseki camp on Thursday brought out its joker with the report on the judicial inquiry into the Specialist Hospital Benin, which indicted the Oshiomhole's administration. Sources told Saturday Vanguard that the death of Kyari immediately signaled a change of tune in Edo State, as Kyari had been seen as Obaseki's main backer. All those things he was doing could not have been possible without Kyari. One source said nothing that the two may have crossed paths in the Lagos business district, where they both practiced at about the same time in the early 2000s. You can see that it was about the time that Kyari died that the video of Oshiomhole in the gym exercising came out. What that message signaled was that Oshiomhole was ready for the battle and that Obaseki should dare him. An informed source privy to developments told Saturday Vanguard. Obaseki is not expected to get the kind of leverage he got from Kyari from the new chief of staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, who is neither a politician nor a financial expert like Kyari. Obaseki's faith has also not been helped by the death of two of his strong allies, Alhaji Usman Shagadi, who was a pillar behind him in Edo North, and Francis Osazuwa, a local political backer of the governor in Benin. Both men died this week. Determined to get the better of Obaseki, the Oshiomhole camp, Saturday Vanguard gathered, has been strategizing on coming up with a consensus on whom all Obaseki's enemies would pool resources together to fight the governor. Among the contenders in the Oshomoles camp are Pastor Osage Ize-Iyamu, Chris Ogiwoyin, Dr. Pius Odubu, Major General Charles Ahave-Barre, amongst others. Sources close to the camp told Saturday Vanguard that Ize-Iyamu, who ironically just joined the party a few months ago, seems to be getting the edge over the other contenders, but that the issue had yet to be resolved. Ize-Iyamu had an established structure across the state that can match the governor, and that is one of the facts that is putting him ahead. Another source privy to the development disclosed that the consensus aspirant is not expected to emerge until about 2 weeks. The source said that Ize-Iyamu is expected to use the 2 weeks to lobby the fellow aspirant and assuage their ego, given that he is a recent joiner to the party. Meanwhile, the determination of the internal APC opposition arising from Kyari'S death, it was gathered, may have forced the governor's release of the report on the specialist hospital Benin, in which Oshomole's government was indicted for paying 75% of the contract sum as mobilization against extant provisions. The report is seen as a major albatross for the former governor, arising from serial incisive intervention on the issue by the former People's Democratic Party (PDP) leadership of Chief Dan Obie. Chief Dan had regularly flayed the construction as a cesspool of corruption, alleging that what President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned in November 2016 was an empty shell. While the majority of the governors had in the past backed Obaseki in the duel against Oshomole, the increasing strength of Tinubu in the party, some say, may neutralize some of that support. The PDP was meanwhile laughing off the crisis in the APC at the weekend. A very prominent chieftain of the party, while noting the crisis in the APC, said that it was divine retribution for the party that has ruled the state for nearly 12 years. You can see that all attempts by the Dangotes, the royal fathers, the Kyari'S, and all to settle Obaseki and Oshomole have not worked. What God is saying that this is the time for the PDP, and I can assure you nothing will settle them, as God has made them fight for correct government to come. The high party chieftain, who had in the past projected the prospect of the PDP welcoming Obaseki to the party in the event he is muscled out of the APC, was non-committal on the issue yesterday when the issue was brushed, signaling that that bridge had been crossed. The situation in the APC was reflective of the crisis in the PDP 12 years ago between Chief Tony Aneni and Senator Osehime Osumbo that paved way for the accord between the late Aneni and Oshomole that allegedly helped the ouster of Osumbo from power in 2008. So my people, that's the news reaching us. And that's what has been alleged and what has been said in regarding Edo State, that the late death of the former Chief of Staff, Mr. Abba Kyari, has caused a little bit of a change in the permutations of the Edo State. It's been said that Abba Kyari was the man behind Godwin Obaseki, and with when he was alive, they had a peace talk, with they have a pact between Obaseki and Oshomole. Obaseki was supposed to seize every accusation on Oshomole, and Oshomole in turn is supposed to allow Obaseki for a second term. But unfortunately, you see, the death of Abba Kyari has caused everything to turn around. You see, there's a change in plan, and as well, you can see a few weeks ago, Oshomole was in the gym. Just it was shown. There was a video of him in the gym and all that, showing that he's gearing up again, getting ready for the fight between himself and Obaseki. And Obaseki on his own has also released a joker by going back to the case of the specialist hospital in Benin and indicting the Oshomole's administration regarding 75% that was paid upfront for the project. So a lot of things has been going on like that. But obviously today it's been said that with the death of Kyari, a whole lot of things is going to change in the political sphere of Edo State. So my people, that's the news reaching us. We want you to now comment on this, to now give your take, and let's see exactly what you think. Let's have your say. We want you to have your say. We want you to speak regarding this. So please, people, do leave your comments, and also if you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button, and also please do hit the like button as well, just to let us know that you appreciate us and what we're doing to get the news across to yourself. So my people, that is it. Please do comment. We want to see your comments, and we want to have a decent conversation about what is going on right now in Edo State. Thank you very much, my people. We love to hear from you. Until we come your way again, you take care and stay safe. Make sure you wash your hand and keep to the guidelines of the coronavirus. Thank you very much. Until I come your way again. Bye-bye.